And I think Americans in this country need some inspiration, and we can gain it from a monument like that. We should be proud of America and knock off what...
Also, it's fucking ugly. Have you ever seen it? Like, they always show that shot. But when you see like a further out shot, it's ugly. So there you go. And other studies have been done that actually confirm that. But it's kind of obvious just watching this shit. We didn't even get her... You get her talking about Ben and Jerry.
Powerful, but those small donors that President Trump has really sends another message as well.
I was ready to move on.
The other big story you can really relate to, it's around Mount Rushmore. Ben and Jerry's is saying it's time for us to return places like Mount Rushmore back to Native Americans. Quote, we need to...
I like to call it Six Grandfathers, which was what it was before we desecrated it. I don't like the fact that no news agency points out the horrific nature of what Mount Rushmore is. It is a monument to white supremacy. It is a thing that we did specifically to the native people on a sacred site of theirs. And it's disgusting. And like they act like it's oh, Richard, that study was from 2012. That study was from before Jon Stewart left. I don't think people watch The Daily Show anymore. I quit watching it since then. Nothing against Trevor Noah.
Start with Mount Rushmore. The faces on Mount Rushmore are the faces of men who actively work to destroy indigenous cultures and ways of life and deny indigenous people their basic rights.
Yes.
I know you get up in the morning and think, what would Ben and Jerry do? And having said that, do you think it's time for us to return Mount Rushmore?
No. Listen,
Blown past.
to be clear about today, I love ice cream. So in my family, we bought it by the 5-gallon buckets. That's how much we ate ice cream every night before we went to bed. Number two, I'm not going to listen to a bunch of liberal Vermont businessmen who think they know everything about this country and haven't studied our history. Right now, Mount Rushmore is the greatest symbol of our freedom and history of the United States of America. We can learn from the men on that mountain. We can do better. But boy, they led us through some challenging times. And I think Americans in this country need some inspiration, and we can gain it from a monument like that. We should be proud of America and knock off what...
Also, it's fucking ugly. Have you ever seen it? Like, they always show that shot. But when you see like a further out shot, it's ugly. It's just goddamn, like, it's a blight on the land. It's insane that we did that. Here's another one. That's not visually appealing. And that's why it's always photographed close in like that.
I think Americans in this country need some inspiration, and we can gain it from a monument like that. We should be proud of America and knock off what Ben and Jerry's is doing. They don't have any idea what they're doing.
Yeah, they take advantage of this country, the free enterprise and the freedom, and then they criticize it like so many. Now, you have a goal. By 2024, at least, 4th of July, fireworks. This administration is denying it. When Trump was in office, you were there with the president. How important would it be for you to get this going again?
Oh, it's critical. So tourism is our second largest industry in South Dakota. Millions of people come and visit us every year. So to be able to host fireworks at Mount Rushmore is not just a symbol of our freedom, but it's something that...
It said the administration banned their fireworks. I don't know.
It encourages people to come and spend
thing.
some time with our people in our state that are so wonderful. And listen, we had these fireworks for many, many years until President Obama took them away. President Trump gave them back, and as soon as Biden came into the White House, the very first day he said no more fireworks at our symbol of freedom. So we'll keep fighting them. They're breaking federal law by not allowing us to have this fireworks show. So I'm going to keep fighting them through law. I'm going to keep fighting them in the courts until we have them respect the laws and allow us this opportunity to celebrate independence.
Yeah, it's all about you being a Republican. You did the environmental impact studies, said no problem, and they still have a problem. Governor, always great to see you. Congratulations on the success of your recruiting program, and we watch your spots all over the channel. You get a lot of people applying. Soon you're going to have...
So it was the National Park Service that denied her request. After careful consideration, the NPS has determined that we were unable to grant your request for this permit to hold a special event for the fireworks, and has been denied. NPS has determined that multiple such criteria are present for the request event, each which would be sufficient to deny the request for a permit based on the information provided. Fireworks continue to be viewed by multiple tribes as an adverse effect on the traditional cultural landscape. There you go. They were also citing cause, injury, and damage to park resources. They analyzed the impact of the fireworks in the 2020 event, unreasonably interfere with interruptive visitor service or other programming activities, substantially impair the operation of public use facilities or services the National Park Service, concessioners, or contractors. And it results in a significant conflict with the tribe thing is the most important to me, but apparently they're saying it also damages the national park. It looks like a bad Photoshop indeed. So we mentioned Ben and Jerry. Ben got himself arrested today, apparently. Ben and Jerry's co-founder arrested for blocking the Justice Department's entrance. He wanted that cocaine. Ben and Jerry's co-founder, Ben Cohen, was arrested on Thursday for blocking the entrance to the Department of Justice during a protest of the U.S. government's prosecution of WikiLeaks publisher Julian Assange. Cohen asked to enter the building, and when denied by security guards, he sat on the steps alongside the co-founder of social justice charity Code Pink until police handcuffed them both. In a tweet the day before, Cohen had indicated he intended to risk arrest to protest the criminalization of free press and the prosecution of Assange. Assange faces 18 charges. Has he gone crazy yet? Have they extradited him yet? What the fuck is going on? Assange faces 18 charges from the DOJ related to the 2010 release of 500,000 classified U.S. government documents about the wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. During the demonstration, Cohen described the prosecution as outrageous. Ben & Jerry's caused a stir earlier this week by celebrating July 4th with a tweet calling for stolen land in the U.S. to be returned to indigenous owners. Oh, do we have video?
Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange! Free Julian Assange!
Ma'am, can I get you to stand up, please?
Free Julian Assange!
Well, can you get her?
So the thing about Julian Assange,
Grab this guy. Huh? Grab this guy, put him in the cuffs. Who's your cuffs?
he helped publish a lot about our torture programs, our drone programs. We got a lot of really good information early on out of WikiLeaks. And for that, he should be commended. He is a hero for that. He got his fifis hurt,
Well, this officer going to be taking you that way.
rightfully so, with his treatment by the U.S. government. And he aided Trump in the 2016 election with the leaking of Hillary Clinton's emails in the hopes that the Trump administration would pardon him. But the dumb fuck didn't realize it's Trump. And Trump pursued the prosecution. The WikiLeaks exposed the extent of our torture, of our drone program. We found out about numerous drone strikes that killed civilians, including doctors. I think a Doctors Without Borders
For the planet, for the future, we must.
encampment was bombed
We can't let these warmongers just go.
and covered up by the U.S. government.
Got her?
And exposing that was fantastic. But then the whole trying to work with Trump,
For peace, for justice.
and that's why I have mixed feelings about Assange.
The United States is doing to him. It's torture. It's an international.
I think Edward Snowden is a hero. I think Reality Winner is a hero.
Free Julian Assange. Free Julian.
I think
Free Julian Assange for peace. For.
Chelsea Manning is a hero. God, I always space on her name. I just always see Grimes. She's dating Grimes now. Chelsea Manning is a fucking hero. Julian Assange, on the other, I think he's an opportunist, and I think he's kind of a snake. But he deserves the credit for... He does not deserve the prosecution. He does not deserve to be prosecuted, and the Justice Department pursuing his prosecution is a threat to free press. Julian Assange himself is probably a dumb fuck. I'm trying to just call it like I sees it. I think I could be. I think that was about as fair as anyone could describe the situation.